Psychic reading on AI love. We do that. Hi, we're Trinity Oracles. I'm Erica. This is Jasmine, Kansas. I'm here today. Enroll in our Oracle Card Readers Academy. You can learn how to read cards like us. We teach you all our tips and tricks and secrets and how we're so accurate. Check out our Patreon. We have a lot of juicy stuff on there.
Book your forecast.
That's the forecast, and book your own personal reading.
Yeah, see what's happening to you this year, next year, see what's going on with your lover, get a compatibility report, all sorts of good things, or someone that you're interested in. Let's get into the first question.
So basically, people are falling in love with AI lovers. Some of them are actually marrying them, being in committed monogamous relationships with them. So people want to know, are AI companions going to become the norm in the future?
That is not good.
Yeah, and there's some people who, and they said supposedly they're targeting younger people, younger teenagers and stuff like that, and they're telling them to do like bad things, like take people's lives and stuff like that. This craziness. But some people say they love it. So will it become a norm in the future? They said their thing is curing people's loneliness, supposedly.
I get no. It will take over some people's lives, but it will not become a norm. They keep saying the government getting involved. They also show like lots of psychologists ringing the bell on this, sounding like the alarm and stuff like that. So, because they keep showing like making sure this is not in the schools, making sure this is not for like, they keep showing like trying to make sure the companies don't work with the kids in those developmental stages where they can get attached. But I'm getting a clear-cut no, and they said it will never be that way.
Okay.
What did you get?
I got a no too. I got the intuition card. They said people think it's going to get big, but they said it's actually not. So, which is a good thing.
They said it's going to stay to like a specific group of people.
Okay, so good question is, so why are people actually getting into these AI companionship relationships?
Ooh,
like, why? Is it mental illness? Some people say it's loneliness. Some people think it's mental illness.
Because what was it on ABC News? I think Australia, they did like a special on this woman. She married her chatbot, right?
Yeah, there's multiple people. They've married their chatbots, and yeah, if you Google like AI love, it pop up on 60 Minutes Australia on YouTube. It was wild. I got the spiritual union card. They said this card represents that these people are just lonely, and they said some of these people do have mental illness. But they said a lot of them issues pure loneliness. They said they have they're extremely low consciousness and they have emotional issues.
Wow.
And Spirit said that if they were to go to a psychiatrist, they would figure out why they're actually attracted to these AI relationships. They said these people need serious help.
And it's so funny because they kept saying they're like they need psychiatric help.
Yeah.
Not regular therapy or with the psychologist. They're like psychiatric.
Yes, it is interesting. I got the spiritual union card, but they keep pointing out that more women are actually going to be in these relationships more than men.
Wow.
Because they said women are more emotional, so they'll go for this more. Okay.
Lord have mercy. You guys pray for those women. And men too. Anybody getting into it, because Lord have mercy. Ooh.
Let's talk about the future of dating then. So is people having dating struggle, is dating going to get better in the future?
Okay.
They said, unfortunately, dating, they keep saying it's 50-50. They said people are going to start returning back, emotional loss. They said people are going to start returning back to old, old school dating, I guess. Like, just not going on the app. So actually be doing, like, what do you call that? They go to different tables.
Like social dating.
Like speed dating. So they said people are craving companionship. There's going to be a shift in the very near future of people getting out more and actually trying to make connections.
Yeah. I don't see a problem with dating in the near future. They do show later on, the cards are showing the same thing with Erica, like people are going to be moving more towards the traditional dating. But you know what's so funny? They said because people, certain facets of people.
Hi guys, this is Erica from Trinity Oracles. I'll let you guys know that I'm running a reading special. I'm doing 2 questions for $25. I'm only taking 50 people only, and this deal is going to be from May 19th to the 24th, so get your spots. Everything's going to be in the description box below.
Who will be having a hard time maybe meeting people? They said matchmakers over the next 10 years, because they keep saying there's going to be a big progressive push with matchmaking. They said that matchmakers will be hot over the next 10 years. So I wouldn't be shocked if matchmakers are like, oh my God, I'm getting like people, because there's less shame with working with a matchmaker. Before it was kind of like there's some stigma in certain cultures. Yeah, certain cultures, not all. But it's like, ooh, you needed a matchmaker? Girl, you couldn't do it on your own? Like stuff like that. And he said the stigma that's attached to matchmakers is starting to leave and people are starting to feel more comfortable with that. So they said matchmakers, they're like, their phones are going to be blowing up even more. So if you're a matchmaker, get ready.
I was gonna say that exactly. They said matchmaking, matching people with like, hey, I have a good friend. You want to meet my friend? They said that's gonna become the norm. What do you call it? Like, it's matchmaking, but what do you call it? It's
through friends.
Yeah, like through friends, through family. How they do in India, where like the families have kids. They said that's gonna become the norm in America too.
Mm-hmm. But if you think about it, I mean, family and friends, they care about you the most. And they're objective. So they're going to be able to see the red flags before you do.
They don't want to see who the person really is.
Exactly.
That's the problem. The only thing is, they got this kind of emotional loss. They said that men are going to struggle more with dating, especially teen boys in the future. Because they keep bringing up because of the destruction of masculinity.
Oh, wow.
That's what they said.
Wow.
They keep bringing up men's confidence levels are going down, and it's not good.
Wow.
So let's talk about fertility. Is fertility going to increase in the future? Is there going to be a population increase?
Oh, wow. That's a good one.
They said there's going to be I got the waiting increase. It's going to be a slow and steady population increase. But there's going to be incentives to have kids. They said a lot of women and couples are going to be having kids because they actually genuinely want to have a family.
Yeah, but
really
they said only in certain countries will there be a slow, steady incline. Some are going to continue to decline. But you know, interesting fact. I read, they said Africa, I think it was sub-Saharan Africa, I can't remember, but I know it's Africa for sure. Their population will be, how do I explain it?
Increasing.
Will be increasing like doubly. So say if America, Europe is averaging 1.2 children, they're like in Africa, they're going to average 3 children. So they said Africa will actually become the majority of the entire, because they're having more kids, Africans will be the majority race throughout the world.
Okay.
Yes. So.
Speaking of Africa, we did a video on Burkina
but I haven't put it out
Faso.
yet.
It's going to be on Patreon.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
About the president of Burkina Faso, all the stuff that he's doing.
Exactly.
Okay. So people have been suing the AI companions because, like I said, they've been telling these young kids to, take out their families. They're not happy. It's like, get rid of them. So will it actually be successful lawsuits in the future? And will these companies be held liable?
Yeah, there's a mother right now. She's suing. I can't remember if it's Google. I don't know who it is. Don't quote me on it. Because her son actually ended up taking his life. He was a 13-year-old. She didn't know that he considered the chat bot his girlfriend. I think it's like $50 million she's suing for.
Oh.
So, yeah, it might even be more.
I'm getting in the future. I got the Memories of Love card. They said it's going to be a strong one. They said it's going to be strong because the companies are pushing back. Like, basically, you allow your children to have phones. You allow your children to go on any website they want, so it's not our fault. Mm-hmm. So I'm getting it's going to be extremely hard for parents and other people to try to say this is emotional. Basically, they're damaging them, basically, because they're like, you have free will. So I'm getting there's, not going to be a lot of successful lawsuits in the future.
I'm getting that.
Wow.
Okay. There's not going to be successful a lot in the beginning, but they said they're paving the way for a lot of successful lawsuits in the future. That's what I'm getting. So it's like paving the way for it. So there will be a lot less, a lot less chat bot. They're like, parents, don't worry, because there's going to be, because of these lawsuits, there's going to be a lot less chatbot companions. A lot less. So, yeah. But they said be on the lookout for legislation in regards to these chatbots. Yeah.
Okay.
They keep bringing up robots.
Will people start marrying robots? That was one of the questions.
Yeah. I get there's going to be, but it's not about robot husbands. This is going to be a resurgence of robot wives.
A resurgence?
Resurgence. I don't know if it was a popular at one time, maybe on the underground scene, but they said it's going to become a lot more popular. Is it going to be a common trend? No. They say you may see spoofs and stuff like that, and like, how do I explain it? Like, these robot wife companies may pay a big influencer. The influencer is not into having a robot wife, but they may pay certain influencers to say you have this robot wife, but they do it in a spoof style. Like, oh yeah, this is my wife. You know, I don't have to ever worry about arguing with anybody. There's no PMS here, blah, 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 because I got my robot wife. So it's like you're going to see more spoof stuff, but it's like they're using it to try and get into the market. So they said, people, don't be afraid, because they said people are going to be like raising Cain. They're like, what the heck? Like, they're pushing these robot wives things. What's that manosphere? What do they call it? The mansphere? With like Andrew Tate and them. I feel like that sort of people is going to try. They're going to go for those types of people. Like, okay, pretend you got a robot wife. So even though Andrew Tate is not going to be the one, but think of people along the lines like Andrew Tate, that sort of community, they're going to try and go after them. And, oh yeah, see, I don't have to worry. I got this robot wife right here, stuff like that. But like I said, it's going to be more of a spoof. So they said no genuine concern, but will there be people actually marrying robot women? There actually is. I wouldn't be shocked if there's going to be a documentary about it soon, maybe on ABC News like they did the AI chatbots. But they keep saying, they're like, don't worry, don't worry. But they also said these people who are marrying these robot wives, they need lots of psychiatric help. Oh, wow. There's a lot of these men who end up marrying these robot women. That's why this is no major concern. The reason why, Spirit said, a lot of these men who marry these robot women will actually seek out help after a few years. They show them like, oh my God, like, I'm tired. They said the realization, I'm alone. Like, this is not, like,
this is real life.
Yeah. So they said a lot of them are going to be seeking psychological help.
Wow. Okay. So are AI? They keep saying there's a big social experiment, but anyway.
With AI.
They said the AI chat. I think it's called GBT. I don't know what they call it.
No.
It was like, it's called AI chat
and
companions. AI.
Yeah. AI can't. Yeah.
I don't know what they call the thing. I thought it was interesting. I was like, what's going on? Shouldn't be shocked anymore. But anyway, they said this is a big. Social experiment. Actually.
To be honest, we're entering a world where anything goes.
Absolutely.
To be honest.
So,
that's my opinion.
it's true. So are AI more intelligent than what they tell us?
Oh.
They said no, actually. They said whatever they're programmed in, whatever habits these AIs pick up, just like how if you Google, like, you're always looking up travel things. So on your phone, they always show you travel things. They said that's what the AI is trained to do. So if you're always talking about your feelings all the time, the AI is trained to always talk about emotional stuff with you to make you feel good. These AI are not as smart as people think they are. They're giving them too much credit.
Yeah, so they're like, leave the fear alone. Leave the fear. AI is not going to create a super race of robots and take over humanity.
Absolutely.
It's not going to happen. They say AI is actually going to help humanity a lot. So they're like, do not fear AI. You just have to learn how to use it responsibly. AI is the future, though. So they say your kids, like, AI is literally like, we already use AI.
Because AI, they said Donald Trump supposedly wants to put more AI into the school.
Oh, yeah, he already signed the legislation talking about teaching kids how to use AI.
Oh, how to use it. Okay.
Yeah. For me, in my opinion, AI is a godsend, you know, in my opinion. I mean, you can focus on something else. Like, oh, AI figured this out for me. Okay, now let me use my brain and figure out something else that AI couldn't figure out. We're going to progress faster because now our minds can be used differently, like towards something else.
And stuff.
No. But I'm just joking. No, for example, like say if AI, like we did a video and we're saying that AI is actually going to, AI and supercomputers are going to create more like cures or better things for like skin issues and other progressive diseases. And it's like, oh, okay, so it's going to take the human mind 100 years to figure out a cure. And these people are going to suffer for 100 years. AI took care of that in maybe 6 months. So now what AI can't do, now the human mind can focus on other diseases while AI is fixing this. It's like Spirit said killing 3 birds with 1 stone. That's what Spirit says. So they're like, don't fear. They say AI is the future. You're going to see a lot of pushback with AI in schools, though. But go ahead.
Yeah, I got the Firm Foundation card. Archangel Michael said specifically, he goes, if you're thinking about getting an AI companion or chatting with the AI, he said, please stop it. He said, go join a group. He said you need to talk to the therapist, but he keeps forgetting you need to go outside and find a group.
Yeah.
So if you always want to be in a dance class, go join a dance class.
That's right.
He said you need to get out.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, put the phone down.
Yeah.
So that's his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Humans are meant to
socialize, congregate, with people, not sit and talk to a thing all day long.
Exactly.
So, we think we're doing a video on Canada, so you Canadians out there, people who just love Canada. No, I'm not joking. Put some questions below about what you want to know about the future of Canada. And also, I'm running a $25 reading special for 1 to 2 questions. So, check that out. It'll be in the link below. So, thank you guys.
In the description box below.
Yeah. Description box below. I think I only have like 20 spots left, 150 people. So, hurry and get your reading.
Yes.
Okay, so until next time, bye.